Hi guys, this is my online teacher YouTube channel. If you are new to this channel, welcome and please subscribe and click the notification bell so that you will be notified when a new video lesson is uploaded. Our lesson is about subtracting mixed numbers with similar fractions. And the objectives of our lesson is subtract mixed numbers with similar fractions and solve real-life math problems involving subtraction of mixed numbers with similar fraction. Let's have an example. Alvin weeded the garden in 2 and 3/10 hours and watered the plants in 1 and 7/10 hours. How much longer did he spend weeding the garden than watering the plants? Now, to find the answer, let's follow the steps. First, align and compare the fractions. 2 and 3/10 minus 1 and 7/10. Step 2. If the fraction in the minuend is less than in the subtrahend, rename the minuend as an equal mixed number with the fraction part similar to that in the subtrahend. No, sorry for that. It's subtrahend. So, let's just minus or subtract 2 by 1. So, 2 minus 1 is equal to... So, let us just reduce 2 by 1. So, 2 becomes 1. Then, let us copy the denominator of the subtrahend, which is 10, as the numerator and the denominator. And let's again write an addition sign and write the original proper fraction 3/10. And let's add them all together. 1 plus 10/10 plus 3/10. So, since our set of fractions are similar fractions, let's copy the denominator 10. And let's add up the numerators. 10 plus 3 is equal to 13. And don't forget the whole number 1. So, this is now our new minuend. 1 and 13/10 minus 1 and 7/10. Let's proceed with the third step. Subtract the fractions, then subtract the whole numbers. Our new minuend is 1 and 13/10 minus 1 and 7/10. So since our set of fractions are similar fractions, let's just copy the denominator 10 and subtract the numerators. 13 minus 7 is equal to 6. And let's subtract the whole numbers. 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. No need to write 0. So our last step is reduce the difference to lowest terms whenever possible. So can you think of a number that we can still divide? We can divide both numerator and denominator without a remainder? Correct. It's number 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. So the final answer for this problem is 3/5. So Alvin spent an hour more weeding the garden than watering the plants. So the answer is 3/5. So let's have another example. 14 and 3/5 minus 9 and 4/5. The first step is to align and compare the fractions. 14 and 3/5 minus 9 and 4/5. Let's compare the fractions. The second step is if the minuend or the fraction in the minuend is less than that in the subtrahend, rename the minuend as an equal mixed number with the fraction part similar to that in the subtrahend. So since our minuend is lesser than the subtrahend, let's regroup the whole number 14. So let's reduce 14 by 1. It becomes 13. And let's write an addition sign and copy the denominator of the subtrahend, which is 5, as the numerator and the denominator. And again, let's write an addition sign and copy the original proper fraction, which is 3/5. And let's add them together. 13 plus 5/5 plus 3/5 is equal to, since our set of fractions are similar fractions, let's copy the denominator 5 and add up the numerators 5 and 3, which is, it will be 8. Don't forget the whole number 13. And write our subtrahend 9 and 4/5. So, the third step is subtract the fractions and then subtract the whole numbers. So since our set of fractions are already similar fractions, let's just copy the denominator 5 and subtract 8 and 4. The answer is 4. Let's minus or subtract 13 and 9. 13 minus 9 is equal to 4. So the last step is reduce the difference to lowest terms whenever possible. So since our difference is at its lowest term, no need to do that. And this will be our final answer. Now it's your turn. Try this. 25 and 2/9 minus 12 and 7/9 is equal to n. I'll give you 1 minute to answer.
Feel the sunny days caress our skin when we begin to thaw. All the white noise fading out to the void of everything we've done. We always make mistakes, but round up just where we began. I might be lost again, but I haven't seen you today.
Alright, let's answer this together. So the first step is to align and compare the fractions. So 25 and 2/9 minus 12 and 7/9. So since the minuend is lesser than the subtrahend, the numerator is lesser than the numerator of the subtrahend, let us regroup the whole number 25 and reduce it by 1. So 25 becomes now 24. Let's write an addition sign and let's copy the denominator 9 of the subtrahend as a numerator and a denominator. Then let's add the original proper fraction, which is 2/9. Let's add them together. Since the set of fractions are similar fraction, let's copy the denominator 9. And let's subtract, let's add the 9 and 2. So 9 plus 2 is equal to 11. And don't forget the whole number, 24. Alright, so this is our new minuend. And then, let's subtract 12 and 7 nines. So, the third step is subtract the fractions and subtract the whole numbers. So since the fractions or set of fractions are similar fractions, let's just copy 9. Then let's subtract the numerators 11 and 7. 11 minus 7 is equal to 4. And 24 minus 12 is equal to 12. The last step is to reduce the difference to lowest terms whenever possible. So since our difference is already at its lowest term, no need to do that. So our answer is 12 and 4 ninths. So remember, when subtracting mixed numbers with similar fractions, align and compare the fractions first. If the fraction in the minuend is less than that in the subtrahend, rename the minuend as an equal mixed number with the fraction part similar to that in the subtrahend. And then subtract the fractions, then subtract the whole numbers, and lastly, reduce the difference to lowest terms whenever possible. So for your assignment, subtract 4 and 2/10 minus 1 and 3/10 equals n. Alright, and that's all for my online teacher. I hope you learned about subtracting mixed numbers with similar fractions today. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe and click the notification bell so that you will be notified when a new video lesson is uploaded. Good day and happy learning!